monster.
Hey guys, Conga here, or the Null Trooper, and I am platooned up with I'm Offended, who is playing in her T110E4, and we are in the good old mouse. Everybody loves a good old mouse. It's super armored, lots of hit points, super slow, meh gun, but it's the armor that you play a mouse for. You don't play a mouse to do high damage, you don't play a mouse to flank, you don't play a mouse to do any fancy maneuvers. You play a mouse to block damage. That's pretty much it, and that's what we're going to be doing today. This is the most damage I have ever blocked in a game of World of Tanks. Right here, right now. Unfortunately, though, Gabby is going to get the least amount of damage she has ever blocked in a game of World of Tanks. So, RIP, I'm offended. But enough spoiling aside, this is going to be an expensive round. I've noticed on their team that they have an E100 and a Maushin. So I've decided to load my APCR, plus I'm at 93% on my Mark of Excellence. And I do not want to bounce any of my shots, though you're going to be seeing just futile shots being shot back and forth for about 8 minutes of this game. Okay, maybe not 8 minutes, more like 5 or 6 minutes of this game. And it's pretty slow moving, but it's not the gameplay, it's the amount of damage we blocked, which is why I'm showing this to you. I thought about speeding it up, but I've decided to talk to you guys instead because I enjoy talking to you guys. So that's what we're going to be doing. Now, I don't know if you guys have watched any. I'm going to try to take the hit for Gabby here. Oh, but unfortunately, artillery finishes her off, and we take 250 damage trying to block hits for her, unfortunately, and she goes down. Now, I don't know if you guys know who World of Lull is. I know I mentioned him yesterday. He sent me an email about a week ago, and I hadn't seen it in a while because I needed to update my Gmail, but I used my father's account to get Gmail about a year ago on, well, his Apple ID. So, and I don't know his password, so I wasn't able to update it. So finally, I decided, you know what, I'm just going to uninstall it and reinstall it with my account, because I have my own account. So I did, and I was finally able to read his message, which he sent a week ago. So unfortunately, I'm a little bit late. Now, he just wants to have a little collaboration. I'm sure you guys know that. I mentioned it yesterday. But I went to his channel because he had a video today. And I was surprised to see or hear Spartan Elite commentating. Spartan Elite, I was asked as well to collaborate with him. And he got to do a video for World of Lull in the 4005. So I recommend you go check it out if you like Spartan Elite. Go check out World of Lull's channel if you want to go see Spartan Elite commentating on a World of Tanks PC replay for someone else. Go check it out, it's pretty cool. Now, hopefully in the near future, we'll be doing the same thing. That's what I'm hoping. But it may or may not be the case. So as you can see, we're just bouncing futilely off of these enemy tanks. They're bouncing the same off of me. And it's just going back and forth. And we're just wasting money every time we fire. The Conqueror is shooting APCR, though he's been doing it the entire game. And so have we. The Conqueror is definitely firing APCR. A pretty scary tank because he's got 326 millimeters of penetration, which is more than enough to deal with me at any angle if he knows where to shoot. So, he's definitely something we have to be looking out for. Now, this E100 is still shooting, I believe, AP, which is why he's just bouncing off as well. We've got a Tiger 2 in front of us, and a Sturtfong on the left. I have not pushed up yet because there's a WZ-120 who is up on the hill to my left, and as soon as I push up, he'll have side shots, and then I'll have to choose who I want to point my armor to. This is why I have not pushed up yet. Otherwise, I would have pushed up to that rock where it's not a Sturtfong, what did I call it before? I don't know, but it's a Skoda. Otherwise, I would have pushed up to where that Skoda is, pushed him out, and then just continued to push down this line. Now, because I'm not, there we go, that's a heat shell from the E100. He's finally fired a heat shell, and the waffle is loaded again, and we fire, and that it was a full pen. We penned him, unfortunately, for only about 525 with that shot, because I think we did a total of, oh, actually that might have been 570. I think we did 1,075 damage to him, so that was probably about 570, 580 damage. So nothing too special, but we're going to keep this loaded and hopefully splash the C100 with it. Unfortunately, it does no damage to the E100. We tried to splash above his mantlet, though I think we actually hit his mantlet there. We're loading back the APCR shells. This is an expensive round, and those of you who don't like seeing money wasted, look away. That's something else we can talk about. Our premium rounds, why not? Because I have my own ideas on premium rounds and what they can do to fix them, because I know a lot of people complain about premium rounds. Why? Because they just make it so it's easier to pen everything, and people who have premium tanks and premium time can shoot them, while free-to-play players can't really afford them. They can maybe afford 1 or 2 a game, and even if they shoot even 1 or 2, they usually lose money in the game. So yeah, premium rounds are very pay-to-win in my opinion. So how can wargaming fix it? Well, in my opinion, my own humble opinion, it's very simple. I don't think premium rounds should have more than about 330 millimeters of penetration on tank destroyers. So maybe nerf the tank destroyer premium rounds to about 330 pen. And then on regular tanks, I don't think they should have more than 300. So maybe nerf the T62As and the Pattons and such to like 300 millimeters of heat penetration. That's the first step. Now, honestly, they don't have to do that, because once again, it's still pay to win. You still have more penetration with no drawbacks. So here is the real way I think they should fix. Now, I'm trying to blind fire this guy because it looked like he fired from this direction, so I'm going to try to shoot the artillery, but of course we do not hit. He is not actually there, he's more to my left, but I wasn't exactly sure where he was. How can they fix it? Oh yes, let's get back. So, what they can do, in my own opinion, is if you're going to get, just like the SU-100Y, if you're going to have more damage, you're going to have less penetration. That's how it works in the SU-100Y, it's how it works on the ISU-130. The same should be said if your penetration goes up. If your penetration goes up, your alpha should go down. So, I would say 25%. So your min roll on your standard shells are now your average roll on your premium shells. So, if you're in a T62A, you got 320 alpha and what, 264 pen on your standard? That's great. You know, that's their maximum amount of DPM. Now, if you want to penetrate a tank that has a lot of armor, you load up your premium shells, you have 330 pen on your premium, but now your alpha is only 240. So you see what I'm saying? You're still doing damage, you're just not doing it as quickly. And I think that would be fair, because now you have to ask yourself, okay, do I want to see if I can aim these shots better to have more DPM, or do I want to be lazy and just slap these in but take longer to kill things? So now you have this kind of an ordeal, and you would actually have to put some thought into it. And then if you see somebody spamming premium rounds, you know, okay, he's spamming premium, I can outplay him. He's going to pen me every time, yes, but he's going to take a while to kill me. So if I can rush in, flank him, get to his side, get to his lower plate, something of the sort, and continue to fire my standard rounds, I can beat him. So now there's kind of like this this strategy involved to shooting premium rounds. 603 roll, I had to comment on that. That was a huge roll with this 490 alpha gun. So that's just my thought on it. I think premium rounds could take a hit like that, and I think it would be perfectly fair. Let me know what you guys think. I don't think premium rounds should be taken out of the game, because can you imagine fighting a mouse from the front with standard shells? Can you imagine fighting a Type 5 Heavy with standard shells, or an E3 from the front when they're hiding their lower plate, when they're angling properly, when, you know, they're not showing their weak spots? How do you beat them? You don't, and I really feel bad for people who can't afford premium rounds. But this is not the case for us. We are spamming the premium rounds and penning. Now we get a 387 damage roll. I guess we deserved it after that 603 damage roll the shot before on the E100, which was pretty disgusting. Now, this guy is shooting standard rounds, so I'm not really going to care about him. I'm going to go with this Arnie, but he does track me instead, so instead I'm going to change my attention to him and try to fire into his cheek, but he stops right before, he stops right before we fired. And unfortunately, leading the shot into the cheek, we instead fire it into his mantlet. Now we're coming up on his side. The E5 misses, so we're going to be able to put a free shot in him, and we finish him off. And now we have this Conqueror who's been shooting gold at us, which is totally understandable. He goes straight through our near perfectly angled side, I would say. That is what 326 millimeters of penetration can do, and he goes through us yet again. We're going to fix that and advance towards him. We do not have a med kit. We instead have the fire extinguisher and 2 repair kits, which come in handy. There is an artillery there. I'd rather focus him first, but we can't quite find the shot, so instead I'm going to change my attention to the Conqueror, but we aim this rather poorly, straight into his upper plate. We aimed it mostly on his lower plate, but we put too much of the circle on his upper plate, and that's where it went. We should have aimed a little bit lower there, and unfortunately there we bounce off. But now we should get the reload on him, and he did bounce his last shot off of us. Is he going to bounce off of us again? Yes, he does. Our tracks absorb it, and he gets finished off by the T110E5. Now all that's left is this artillery, and we know where he is, so we're going to be aiming up from where we last saw him. He's around this location somewhere. Where is he? Where is he? We're spotted. There he is. Aim our gun, and we fire, and we miss, but he misses as well. And unfortunately, we don't get our 3rd kill, or our revenge on the artillery, who did shoot us twice. Well, a couple of times this game, but he only damaged us twice. but our artillery do finish him off, and he does go down. Now quickly take a guess at how much damage you think we blocked. It is insane, the amount of damage we blocked. I'm sure I'm actually going to have it in the thumbnail, so you probably already know because clickbait. We lose 24,000 credits. Would have been 61,000 without a premium, and we blocked 18,730 damage. Oh my gosh. 5,300 damage done, 381 assisted, 1 tank detected, and 2 tanks destroyed, but 18,000 damage blocked is definitely by far the most I've ever blocked. Holy Toledo. And the most I've ever seen blocked in a game, on a console game of World of Tanks. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys all enjoyed. If you did, please tap that like button, comment, and subscribe. If you want to join the Discord, links in the description below. Go check out Space Bandit. Go check out GotADingy's YouTubes. Links to their channels also in the description below. And also make sure you go check out World of LOL's latest YouTube video if you want to hear Spartan Elite commentating on 4005 replay. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching. Take care, guys, and peace out.